So I decided one more time check all these rocks and what I have, and I collect again some rocks which one suspicious. It's on my table. It looks like quartz, so they have layers of some kind of fluids too over here. So I decided this looks like my rocks in my village we're getting, but I didn't see too much. There's a lot of mica in this rock somehow, and I decided to crush the little bit more potential. What I see something there, I see some little specks, looks like gold. So I decided to make one more time. So let's see what we get. Okay, this is kind of rocks that have looks like have something, and I check those lines over here. I check here. I see one another speck in here, but mostly mica is there. It's very shiny, so unusual. But because of these lines, I decided to crush them and check them again to see, because this looks like they supposed to have something, but I don't know. Right now I'll be crushing, say goodbye to all those 4 rocks, and we'll see what we get. I crushed those rocks. I got 100 mesh material, like a powder almost, and the bigger stuff. So normally I always get more gold in 100 mesh, so I'll be just doing this 100 mesh. If I found the gold, then I can do this one too. But if there's no gold, no point anymore. So those rocks goes to trash. Okay, so this transfer into beaker, and we try to start do something. So I transfer all the material. I look with the microscope, and I see something very hard to say exactly what I see. So right now I be putting hydrochloric acid, and I be boiling for few minutes till everything becomes white. Then we look in the bottom with microscope. There be exactly we know what we have. Okay, so I'm boiling in hydrochloric acid right now, and after I wash it with the water, and I save this hydrochloric acid because it's suspicious. It's like maybe looks like palladium have inside or something. So I try to recover everything, but right now me working for the gold, and after when I wash this all solution, I want to see what kind of in the bottom of the beaker I can see with microscope. Okay, so right now I'm boiling with minimum hydrochloric acid, and after we put Aqua regia, and we will see what we get. So right now I think let him finish for a few more minutes with that boiling, and we wash everything and look in the microscope. Okay, you see I just have about 50 milliliters of hydrochloric acid, put it on this much sand. I wash it now. Sand is white, and I check with microscope, and I can tell you exactly do we have gold or not. After there is some little dots, but that looks like pyrite, but no, few specks looks like gold. So I don't know what to do. I just put Aqua regia right now here, and we'll see what's happened, and we can test this solution what's happened here, because it's like palladium, similar something, very orange. So if we're getting brown spot, that means we have some kind of palladium inside, because palladium one metal which one dissolves in hydrochloric acid, and you see Stannous chloride don't show me nothing. So in one case is good because here not supposed to be nothing, because I just use hydrochloric acid. So that means gold, if it is there, didn't go in that solution. So right now I'll be putting minimum hydrochloric acid, and what today we will be use potassium nitrite. Okay, let me put it in. So I put about 20 milliliters hydrochloric acid and very little potassium nitrite. We need to work with possible smaller amounts of chemicals, because another way you just waste your chemicals, you not get any results. So right now putting on the heater, put heater on and let him work for a few minutes till it gets hot, and then I turn it on again. So I boil this solution, get a little bit yellow, it's a good sign. So, and like I say, when you do hydrochloric acid wash, you can see the gold in the bottom. If you use a microscope, you can see if you have a gold. I saw a few specks, looks like, and some specks of pyrite. So let's do the test and see what we have here. Okay, count to take it, need to have. So I putting that little juice, rest going back, wash this thing, and let's put Stannous chloride, and we will see do we have something. Yeah, we have some gold. Sorry rocks, I was not right. We get purple, but it's very little amount. It's, you see, it's not a black one. I transfer my whole solution to the beaker, wash a little bit with the water, and check with microscope on this sand. Do I see something here? I didn't see anything anymore. Everything means dissolve it. The gold was very little specks. So, but we have gold. So right now I'll be transferring this one to waste, or this material we'll be putting in the beaker and do the same operation. Transfer everything is about 300 milliliters of this rocks what was here, and I still have plenty of them, but in this solution it's not so much gold. You can see color, it's barely yellow. That means it's not a lot of gold. So right now I remember I have that hydrochloric acid little bit here from first batch, so I taking this all juice, how much is there, and add new one and putting on the boil, and I putting hydrochloric acid that much can just cover surface. Okay. Okay, that much. Don't need to waste. And spinning, we have, okay, now we have 200 milliliters of dirt, 100 milliliters of hydrochloric acid, and I use old one too, so there is still little bit, so I can put it more. So later on we work on that, what is this solution contains, because I suspect something, so we will see what we have. Okay. Okay, now we'll be waiting till everything starts boiling. Okay. So you see, those rocks what I took it from another place, those ones don't contain nothing. I check with microscope, everything they looks like big blobs, but rocks, which one I took it, they have, remember I took it them on the end of that video when I was taping, so they have quartz they have, so you can go back and look it in the videos where I took it. So it means in another place is gold, and just it's not a lot, but it's gold. So normally in California, every quartz have gold. Just you guys need to learn how to do those chemicals. It's very simple. At first, you get the sand, crush it, that rocks, you crush it, then boil a little bit in hydrochloric acid. Don't put a lot, just barely minimum. And then after, when this becomes white, you can even look in the bottom with a microscope and check for gold. Always gold goes in the bottom, and you can see at least few specks you can see, and then you already know, do you have something or not. If you don't see nothing with the microscope, throw the rock right away. When I was looking, I saw few specks. I saw the few specks, and a result, chemical Stannous chloride test show me that there is a gold. So right now I'm waiting till it gets hot, and then we finish boiling in hydrochloric acid. No more bubbles coming. Another one, that is no count. And now I be transferring all this juice in here in smaller beaker. A solution color is very suspicious, like palladium, guys, but I don't know how to get it. That palladium out yet. So okay, let's see. Wait a little bit, cool it down, put the water, wash it, and we can check on microscope, do we have some. I washed the whole sand, and now we can check it with microscope. Let's see. Oh, here something. Okay, let's see. Few specks, I see some few specks, and a lot of pirate. So I'm putting very little amount of juice. This on the top is maybe nothing inside, so it's okay. You see that much water I used to wash it, and this is the first juice what I took it out. It's like palladium inside. So right now I throw this water out, and I put in hydrochloric acid, and we start making Aqua regia. Potassium nitrate, again, half a spoon, because we don't have a lot of gold. Why we need to waste nitric inside? So putting this much, and hydrochloric, just barely fill it up till almost touches the top. Okay. Okay, that's it. And now we're putting on the heat. Okay, mixing. And on the heat. So we have total, we have 250 milliliters, everything. So now we'll be waiting till everything gets hot, and then we see what to do next. Okay. So after washing with the hydrochloric acid, I check with this 60 times magnification, look in the bottom, and I can tell you what I have, because all heavy material goes in the bottom. It's very easy to tell what you have. If you don't see any speck of gold, no point doing continue this operation, because if you don't see after this hydrochloric wash gold, it's no point putting Aqua regia. But I saw that little bit, and on the first one we saw too. I transfer in this bigger beaker, it's get like dirty, but it's okay. So right now, when we finish everything, we put up all the juices together, and filtrate, and we try to recover anything was is there, but I guarantee there be very little amount. So what to do? Not always we have a gold a lot. So those colors is very interesting. This is okay. This is a lot of water, but here there's some kind of metal inside. What kind of metal, you guys maybe know better. Solution getting a little bit yellow. I'm mixing a few minutes every time, a few minutes, or sometimes just spin like this, and solution getting nice color, but it's still not concentrated, very weak yellow. So you see, you can work that way. Is I think it's not even better than anything what I did before. I always need to wash that rocks with the hydrochloric acid, then you getting little bit better results. Okay, if you don't wash with the hydrochloric acid, look what kind of junk you get. This is all water and hydrochloric acid what I wash it. So if I didn't wash, there be compare just this plus this, there be dirty solution. Now it's nicely clean. Okay, and I add that solution what I have in the first time. I put it in here too, a little bit get rid of nitric, so in one time everything be used. This not a lot of gold, so I don't give too much work. Very poor gold ore, but they have gold, but need to know in which places is. You remember I took it in 3 or 4 locations, different places, and when I was taking last ones, so this is what I was taking last quartz from that mine, and this is contains a gold. Everything else don't have a gold. So you see how different. So tomorrow I check all those rocks, which one looks like having gold, I be taking out. Everything else goes to dumpster. Just finish boiling. Juice is like yellow, and I now filtrate. I putting everything there with the rocks. Okay. Ooh. So maybe I need to filtrate 2 times. So let's use one more time. Okay. Back to the beaker to get the rest of the sand. Okay. So that first one went away, so I'm adding some water, very little too, to wash all the sand from that whole juice. And we do Stannous chloride test and see do we have something in this solution. Okay, where's my water? Okay, we put in Stannous chloride and see. Yeah, solution contains some gold, but you see very little. So I do electrolysis, we'll see what we get. There be very little amount. I don't think so we get a lot. So no point working with the low grade ore, because this is, you see, if you get that kind of spot, It's purple too, but not enough gold. But electrolysis can take everything out. So right now we try transfer here, urea, put some urea to kill the nitric. The nitric is, yes, it means cut the urea don't have too much nitric because we use a lot of sand with minimum chemicals. So it's good in one case, so that spot getting a little bit more purple, but it's not enough for me to continue working with that ore. So I put urea, and now I'll be putting 2 iron rods and try to recover the gold, and let's see what we have. Do we have gold inside or not? Need to add a little bit more juice. Okay. Turn around. Too much current drawing. Okay, let's see. You see, when this little amount of gold, the solution's changing color, but very slowly, and by changing, you see it's getting darker. So it means iron going to solution and precipitates the gold, and then slowly that gold precipitated goes in the solution and changing color of this juice. But you right away you can say very little amount of gold in here. So I think I'll be finishing this video as soon as I stop this one, the participation with electricity, and we'll be done for that, because there'll be very little amount of gold. It's not worth waiting for results. Maybe I show you the results in next video, but there'll be, I guarantee, they're very little amount. Okay, and let him work for it now. I do something extra with the Stannous chloride, because you can precipitate gold with Stannous chloride too. Okay, so I have some rest of that solution. Transfer to the beaker. Now here, this little bit I'll be putting in another beaker, precipitate with Stannous chloride. Okay, because we can do that too. This kind of solution I got, it's the same solution, just this is, I didn't have time to wait. See, that getting dark, and this is I putting Stannous chloride inside, and look what's happening. Boom, this is showing purple color. It means we have gold inside, but it's not the black one, so it means not a lot. But in the morning something be on the bottom. See, this is how it looks when you have very little amount. So I think it's just a little bit more. Uh, okay, so I finishing my video. We have gold, but this so little amount is no worth. No worth, nothing do with those rocks anymore. I maybe was planning to check tomorrow, but I think it's no worth. See how long we're staying. It's, nothing changes. It's just barely change the color. That it means very little amount. There in the morning there be some debris on the bottom, but there be not enough to work with that rocks. Yeah, you can work if you have big amounts, tons and tons, and use some kind of cyanide to recover this gold, then you can get it. But in my case, I don't even try to do nothing with this rock. It's not enough. You see, it's not enough. It's just, you can see bottom. Okay, guys, you saw how looks poor gold ore, and you can try. I think in every quartz is a gold, but depends of situation. Some places is a lot of gold, and some places like here it's very little. That much gold is no worth for recovery. It takes a lot of time, and very little amount you get it. So thanks for watching. Okay, bye bye.